Thank you for tuning in. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We hope your experience is fruitful. Please feel free to visit our website to find out how you can join our growing family. While we are loading your experience, please do us a quick favor and hit that like button from whichever platform you're watching or listening on. Also, share so others may enjoy as well. And we hope you would consider hitting that subscribe or follow button so you can check out more of our amazing content. All right, let's start the show.
You reinvented yourself. You came back a better you. You changed things that you didn't like about yourself because in the past you allowed people to do certain things that took away from your happiness. And you finally realized that and you came back a newer you, a better you. And you got people that got mad at that. They like the old you better because they can use the old you for their benefit. Because the old you, I could use you, I can manipulate you, I can not only walk over you, but walk on you. And you allowed it. But you were so mentally damaged, you were so low in your life that you actually felt that those people were right. You second guessed yourself. Now you got close to your senses. You actually became one with your senses and you knew the change that you needed to make. And they got mad because they was the reason that you had to make those changes in the first place. But I salute your change. I congratulate you on this change. And I say keep changing. If it adds happiness to your life and it benefits your mental health, physically, mentally, emotionally, most important, spiritually, keep on making those changes and do what's best for you. Love.
Grand Rising. We are here. Some of us are queer, and we are here for another episode of Pyro Power Hour. Thank you so much for joining and tuning in. I'm here with my beautiful, light-skinned sister from another mister, Ramona. How are you, Mona? How you doing, boo?
I am wonderful. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing
What's
today?
going on? Grand Rising to you, Dr. Holt. We love you, King. Thank you for joining. Just Dominic is in the building. What's up, King? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you.
Hey, Dr. Holt.
Yes,
hey, Dominic.
Yes. Do us a quick favor and hit that like button if you haven't done so already. Go ahead and share and subscribe if you are not a pyromaniac already. Go ahead and make sure you do all those things. It does help the algorithm, and we appreciate all that you do. That Kyrie goes back to or has went back to college. So, or I guess he didn't go back because he already got a degree, but he's furthering his college education.
Yeah.
So he is not here on Wednesdays. And Mashode had a work meeting, so he will not be here. But Ramona is always here to help us out. We appreciate you, Ramona, for coming on in. You guys can make sure that you are tuned in or tuned out. Make sure you hit that like button. It does help, y'all. I see what's going on over there. Appreciate you guys. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and get into some things. We got a lot to talk about today, and I have a meeting. So I need to hurry up and get to what I need to do. Oh my God, I have 2 meetings today. Oh Jesus, we got a lot to do today. We want to welcome you guys. We want to thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate you. Welcome. Remember that you can follow Pyro Media Network on all social media platforms at Pyro Media Network. At Pyro Media Network for all social media platforms. And for Kyrie and I, you can follow me at Kwame Speaks Official at all social media platforms, or Kyrie at at Kyrie Sanaj, except on IG. You can follow him on its_Kyrie_ again. He has a lot of pages. But where can we follow Ramona? Where can we follow you, sis?
Alrighty. So you can go to and I have it here in the caption, RamonaAtkins.net, and that gives you all my platforms all in one space. So, and give you everything that I do.
Right on. Make sure you go ahead and follow Ramona on all things. And make sure you get them succulent eyes, okay?
Yes.
Yes, my business sister. Also, don't forget to check out the hotspot, you guys. We got some fun things going on this Friday at 6 p.m. for Pyro Cocktail Hour, as well as some other things going on. It's only $5 a month. It's our Patreon, the hotspot. Join it at patreon.com/Pyro Media. Does help. Go ahead and do that. We want to also shout out the best mod up on the YouTube streets, which is Cupcake. She is not here this morning. She is at an appointment, so we want to shout her out. Thank you for all that you do, Queen. Appreciate you. And we want to say hi to Bentley. Bentley time. What's up, Bentley? The Pyro Media mascot. What's up? What's going on? All right. Well taken care of he is. Praise Jesus. Greetings. Okay. All right, so we got some breaking news real quick that we want to break into real quick before we start the show. Let's get on into it, Mona. All right, so the Senate has confirmed Jack Lew as U.S. ambassador to Israel as the war rages on in the Middle East. Take a look.
Well, just moments ago, the Senate confirmed Jack Lew as the next U.S. ambassador to Israel. The U.S. has not had a Senate confirming ambassador to Israel since July. Lew, who served under then-President Barack Obama's Treasury Secretary, and White House Chief of Staff, is expected to begin his work immediately. Joining us now, NBC News Capitol Hill correspondent Ali Vitale. Ali, welcome. So what exactly was holding up Lew's appointment? Why did it take several months to appoint a replacement, especially now?
Well, it is the fact that it's especially now, Alex, that actually jogged this nomination loose from the gridlock that had been holding it up in the first place. Several Republican senators, including Senator Ted Cruz, had been holding up this nomination, along with some others. Specific to Lew, though, it was concerns over the JCPOA, or the otherwise known as the Iran deal, that was brokered during the Obama administration. You mentioned Lew's roots in that era of politics. And so certainly now those allegations of the way that he dealt with Iran during the Obama years dogged him throughout this nominating fight. However, after the October 7th attack in Israel by Hamas, we saw the machinations begin here up on Capitol Hill to start the process of actually confirming him. Just in the last few minutes, the Senate did just that, Alex, confirming him with 53 votes, 2 Republicans joining all Democrats to confirm now install the latest ambassador to Israel. And of course, it comes as Israel now has an ambassador to the United States, but we'll see what the aid package provided by the U.S. to the country is. We're watching the House start the process on their end, moving forward towards the end of this week with just the $14 billion aid package to Israel. The reason I say just the $14 billion aid package to Israel is because the Biden administration, even as recently as today, was defending the idea that they needed to move both an Israel and Ukraine aid package simultaneously. Of course, the political realities within the House Republican Conference are far easier on Israel than they are on Ukraine. The way that Johnson, the newly minted speaker, is also trying to placate some aspects of his conference is by paying for this $14 billion in aid, by offsetting it with costs from the IRS package that was included in a previously passed bill last Congress. That's something that I just asked the top Democrat in the Senate, Chuck Schumer, about. I said, is this dead on arrival when it comes to the Senate because it's just the Israel part of the package? He said this just isn't a serious proposal, and he hopes.
Okay, so long story short, what is happening right now is that we're seeing more obstructionists. So we want to, we're happy that Jack Lew is now the ambassador to Israel. But there's just a lot going on as far as the Senate Republicans, the House Republicans especially, they are exactly what they were saying about the Democrats in the Trump administration, and it's ridiculous at this point. It's whack.
I'm just so over all of it, and not to be political, but we write checks like we got it,
right?
But we'll write checks for everybody else like we got it, but when it come to us at home, It's not so much. And I'm seeing, and it's so disheartening because I'm seeing all this money go out to all these different countries,
Hmm.
yet you don't take care of home. Am I
Right.
glad there's an ambassador there? Absolutely. But it just still just behooves me and it saddens me that we give out this money like it's nothing,
Yeah.
but Jackson, Mississippi still don't have good water. Flint still don't have good water. Our homelessness is through the roof.
Yep.
You're cutting welfare, you're cutting food stamps, you're cutting schools. All of this that requires money for us, but you're giving the money to someone else.
Yeah, and I can totally understand how the optics of that looks, and I mean, at some point you can only do what you can do. Especially when you have a house that is in disarray, and we can't
Divided.
we divide, well, not even just divided, but in disarray. We can't move. We haven't been able to move legislation, and now we have somebody that potentially is radical inside, as the House Speaker. So it's like, there's a lot of issues going on with that, but we're gonna keep an eye on it. We're gonna pray for the best.
Yeah.
But I know for a fact, well, not a fact, but I have a good feeling that the Republicans probably lost the House coming up. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I think I have to agree with you on that. I think so too.
Because it's a
Hey,
mess.
Mama Corbett.
Hey, Mom, what's up? How are you doing, Mommy? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you, Queen. All right, y'all, let's get into what's happening today. And on today is National Authors Day. National Authors Day. We all have that book or two that we can't get enough of. And this holiday gives us the chance to appreciate the brilliant minds that created them. A book is similar to a drug. It can be an escape, albeit temporary, from the stresses of life. This November 1st, celebrate National Authors Day by curling up with your favorite book, a hot beverage, and spending time with drifting into another world. In order to appreciate the writers who help inspire us, it's important to get a sense of the time, blood, sweat, and tears that go into getting words on the page. Whether it's fiction, fantasy, or biographies, books play a major role. Hey, Michaela, what's up, Queen? Play a major role in our lives, and we must celebrate their creators. Today, take a moment to appreciate the authors that spent countless hours writing your favorite book. All right, now. We like this. Do we like this? Is this a good one? A nice National Day? Yeah, this is a nice one. I like a National Authors Day. We know a lot of authors, especially we have some clients that are authors. We have Nicole DeVick that has Pushing Through. We have Tasha Champion that has the She Nominable book. Oh, we have Mona. What's that? What's that book, Mona? Let's go ahead and check this out.
72 Hours to Nothing by me. I'm trying to make
Yes.
it.
Come on, sis.
There I is right there.
There she is. Come on, authors. I'm gonna have to go ahead and purchase that book today. I'm gonna make sure I do that today. Remind me after the show.
Yes, and you can go to RamonaAtkins.net, click on Succulent Books because we got a whole thing. Kyrie as well has books, but yeah, Succulent Books. Go to RamonaAtkins.net, click on Succulent Books. It gives you my books.
All right, what's up, Kyrie? How you doing, King? Craig the Writer Stewart. Yep, exactly. He has books as well. Dr. Dante Morton has books. Let's see.
LaShonda Ewing, who has been on the show, has books.
Yes. Former Pyro or Trailblazer Titan Capri has a book. I have a couple of these books. We have yep. I already mentioned Tasha.
Greg the Writer, yes.
Greg the Writer, Nicole DeVick. We got a lot of pyromaniacs. Hey, LT, what's up, King? How you doing, handsome? Yes. So many authors.
Kyrie.
We're gonna wait on Dr. Holt to write his book, his memoirs. Okay. We'll call it Going to College with Trade. Love you, Dr. Holt. Anywho, it's time for the birthdays of the day. We're gonna yes. Kyrie, I didn't know you had a book. How did I not know this? I need to know this. I need to get his book. What's up, Cocktails? Cocktails and Catrice is in the building. Thank you guys for coming in. We appreciate you. I'm on a short break. No problem, King. No worries. Come on in. All right. So you guys know that we are still in Scorpio season. So shout out to all the Scorpios and the stingers y'all have the water signs. Praise God. Child freshman year is We got first up Bermaine Stevernay. Forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. Born November 1st in 1966 in Germany. Barbara Becker Feltis is a German-American designer, former actress, and model. Barbara Becker was born to a Black American father, Harlan Feltis, and a German mother, Ursula. Her father originally U.S. Medical Corps, but became a successful photographer. Her mother was a teacher. Shout out to Bermaine Stevernay. Hope that's how you pronounce it. And hey, Kevin, what's up, King? Thank you for joining. Appreciate you. Make sure you guys hit that like button on your way in, and the like button on your way out. Appreciate it. Don't unlike though. All right, let's get into honorable mentionables. First up is oh my God, I think I messed up something. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. No, it's him. You're hilarious. Ooh. No, it's him. I think I messed up the bio. Hold on one second, because I'm looking at the old bio. Hold on one second.
Lord have mercy. He looked like he got a face on his chest. He looked like he got a face on his chest. All I'm gonna see.
He's very nice looking man. Very nice looking man. All right.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little chocolate.
Oh no, wait. Is this Bermaine? Hold on. Who is Bermaine? Oh no. Okay. No. Hold on one second. I think I messed something up. Uh-oh. So the lady before, her name is Barbara Becker. This is Bermaine Stevernay. I'm so sorry for messing up the name. Bermaine Stevernay is a Haitian-Canadian professional boxer. He held the WBC heavyweight title from 2014 to 2015. That's what happened. Yes, I apologize for mixing that up. All right. That's all we got for the for that. We're gonna go into happy heavenly birthdays, and today's heavenly birthday goes to Ronald Bell. Ronald Bell was born on November 1st in 1951 in Utah, Ohio, and he transitioned in September 2020. Ronald Nathan Bell, aka Kalis Bayan, was an American composer, singer, songwriter, arranger, producer, saxophonist, and co-founding member of Kool and the Gang. The band recorded 9 #1 R&B singles in the 1970s and 80s, including its #1 pop single, Celebration. The group is honored on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and was inducted into the Songwriters Hall of Fame. So happy heavenly birthday to you, sir, and thank you for all that you've done to pop culture, for not only pop culture but also Black culture. We appreciate you.
Celebration time, come on.
Come on.
I'm telling my age. Look, that's good stuff.
Oh, I didn't know you didn't mess up. Thanks for the chocolate. The chocolate? What you talking about? What chocolate?
Because I said it ain't nothing wrong with a little chocolate.
That's true. That's right.
Yes, amen. Lord, yes.
I don't see nothing wrong. All right. Anyway, happy birthday to everyone that was born on November 1st. It is November, so hello, November. We appreciate all that y'all do and for being born on this day. We also want to shout out Bullet in Flight Radio, the #1 progressive Christian and inspirational radio station in the world. They are on TuneIn, and you can play Bullet in Flight Radio on your Alexa device or your Google device. And all you have to do is say, hey, Google or Alexa, play Bullet in Flight Radio on TuneIn, and it'll pop up. Or if you're traveling or walking around or doing whatever and you're out and about, you can download the TuneIn app directly to your mobile device. Or if you want, you can go ahead and listen to it directly on the website. There's so many ways to listen to Bullet in Flight Radio. Your story, our station. Holler at them. All right. Whew. I think that is it. Yes, that is it. We're going to get into the rundown after this commercial break. Don't stay tuned because we got more with Ramona and myself right after this. Stay tuned.
In a world filled with diversity, where radical faith and progressive believers come together, there's a place that's breaking all boundaries and embracing believers from all walks of life. Bullet in Flight Radio, where believers unite boundaries break and love triumphs.
Step away from the chaos and noise of your daily life. Experience moments for yourself that are calm, serene, and full of peace. A necessary respite to foster growth within you, because self-care should be luxurious. Luxe Noir.
Caught off guard on that one. My bad, y'all. I didn't mean to have this on the screen. But anywho, we're back. We're black, and we appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. We are, if you are just tuning in, make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe if you haven't done so already. It does help the algorithm, and we want you to join the Pyromaniacs. We appreciate you for all that you do. And we are getting ready to get into the rundown, y'all. All right, y'all. First up, Tyler Christopher. It's with great regret that we have to say that Tyler Christopher, an actor known for his role on General Hospital and Days of Our Lives, has passed away. He was 50 years old. Christopher's forgive me if I'm mispronouncing her name, but told CNN in a statement that the actor passed away Tuesday morning. This news was incredibly shocking, and I am devastated by his loss. He was a very gifted actor and, more importantly, an amazing friend. My heart goes out to his friends and family who loved him so much, the statement read. So shout out to all of his family. Wanted to let them know, and friends, let them know that we are praying for them, and we're keeping them, hoping that they go through, that God covers them as they go through this transition. So any words on this, Mona, or are you good?
My heart just goes out. My mother watches General Hospital, so and I seen it. The guy that plays Sonny Bernard, I seen it on his, and who's so young.
What's up, Darius? Thank you for joining, King. Appreciate you. All right, let's move on to the next story. So, Beehive members. So we can't get mad at this story because this came directly from Mother Tina herself. Okay, so y'all can't get mad at everybody. All right. So Mother Tina stated during this tour, had a little bit of a tude with people, during changings and transitions between sets, and it said that she was a little, quote, she can be a little mean. Her words, not ours. But, we defend our queen. You know what I'm saying? And so all I'm saying is if you're not doing what you need to do and how you're supposed to do it, you need to be cussed out a little bit. You may need to get talked to. You may need a little stern moment. But I don't think it was anything out of the ordinary. She did. Now they said that she does apologize after if she's spoken to anybody out of turn. But they did say that she can get a little aggressive. What are your thoughts on this?
So I'm gonna defend my birthday twin. Just because, this Virgo in us is a perfectionist, and when things are not where we need them to be, we can be a little testy, as well as we also got to remember that these entertainers, not just her, but anybody, they are 100% on until they get to their hotel. So you get a little tired, and I don't know, her mom said this. Tina, you telling the secrets, girl.
Right,
that's your child. Like, girl, shut up.
I mean, that's
too much.
Oh no, we can't say that about Mama Tina. They'll come for us too. We can't.
Oh Lord, Mama Tina, she human. Look, I'm gonna say it this way: as a mother, you know your child and you know she don't mean it because like she said she'll come back and apologize, and we don't try to be mean. So, and I'm not a part of the hive, but I am a birthday twin, so I get it. When we are exhausted and tired and
Mhm.
things are not also falling into place, we can be a little snippy.
Yeah, and for someone that has been in productions before, like especially like performances and stuff like that, quick changes are can get a little stressful,
Yes.
and so um, especially when you only have a couple of a couple of seconds to change, or a couple of like less than 60 seconds, if that. You're lucky if you get a whole full minute, a minute and a half. But these quick changes they're quick. They have to get her into her costume, make sure that it fits, that there's no tears. They have to also make sure that her makeup is reapplied properly, that she is not sweating, that she is rehydrated, that she there's a lot of things that she has to do. She has to make sure that her voice is good, like she may have to warm up for another song or whatever. So there's a lot that she has to do, and a performer has to do before they quick change. So if she gets a little testy, she gets a little testy. And LT said something. He said, "I'm sure Beyonce is beyond exhausted." He's been going hard. I mean, this tour has been going
And
hard,
still being a mother all at the same time.
and still being a mother, still being a wife, still
Wife.
being a business owner to multiple businesses. So yeah, girl, if you get a little snappy, you get a little snappy. We sorry, girl.
I
All
get
right.
it. I mean, and I know, her beehive is gonna support her no matter
Yeah.
what. But and that's just a human nature. And like she said, like, some people are snippy and nasty and mean, and they don't apologize afterwards.
Mm-mm, mm-mm. Well, there it is. Good luck, B. We love you.
Yes.
Um. Oh, this is super sad. So, right now, for those who don't know, Bishop Carlton Pearson is in hospice. He's losing the battle, with cancer.
Oh
And so
no.
yeah, so he fought it before, and he won, and then he was in remission, but he recently they it's in a space that they can't operate on. And so he's been made comfortable. He did he sent out the video message that was released, I believe yesterday. And so it's just really sad. So we're just gonna keep him in prayer. He's done an amazing work within the Christian community. He's done amazing work with the
Mm.
LGBTQI plus community. He's done amazing work with progressive Christianity in and of itself. So just he's a light that is going to be very much missed. But I'm sure energy is not destroyed. Energy is moved. It's
Yeah,
transferred. So
it
yeah,
moves.
I'm gonna I'm praying that there's other people that were under him that are able to take up the mantle and continue the work that he has done. So we're praying for you. We're praying for your family as they
Yes.
transition, going through this transition with you, and we just thank you for all that you've done, sir, because you've been a huge light for a lot of people. So God bless you. Um, yeah, go
Work,
ahead, man. I'm sorry.
work well done, sir.
Work very, very, very well done. Very well done. All right, y'all. Let's get into a little bit of mess. Um, so Keith Lee and Keith Lee. Keith Lee is a blog. Is he a blogger? No, he's a
He's a
food.
TikToker that's a
He's a
food critic.
yes, he's a food critic and a very influential one. And I think he went to, he was in Atlanta, and he's been going
Atlanta.
to different restaurants and critiquing them. After a while, people were, because of his fame, people were starting to act differently when he would walk in the door. So he decided that he was going to walk in a way where he would have either his family go in first, and not him, and then go in afterwards to see how they would treat him. And so he went into the old lady gang um, restaurant. And well, he didn't go in first. His family went in first, and they said it was going to be like 30 minutes or something like that.
Mhm.
Um, then he went in afterwards, and they said they will seat him in 5 minutes. Um, he
So, and just for the backstory of Keith Lee and who he is on TikTok, he has 14.5 million followers.
Yes, he has a lot of followers, a lot. a lot of followers. Like he people are he really is an influencer. He's on YouTube or TikTok, or no, yeah, TikTok food critic. Yeah. He I think he's on both. Michaela, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, but the thing about it is Candy Burst came on and she responded in obviously a positive way. She wasn't dragging him or anything like that, but she was explaining why, because she's starting to get backlash because of the fact that why did she treat him, or why did her team treat him differently than any old regular degular schmegular person? And I think that is why people are looking at her like, oh, you're doing this, for clout, or you're doing this, because he's a food critic and you don't want to. He's been really cool and respectful about those situations, which has been really interesting on how he's been navigating it and making sure that he watches how he says certain things. But I mean, what are your thoughts on all of this, Mona? I don't know how to defend Candy, and I like Candy, but I don't know how to defend her.
So I can't defend her more so than he was honest. And he has the best heart. So I'm gonna say that first. He puts God first in everything that he does, and he has the best heart. So I don't think that there was ill intention in what he was doing, but he stood in the truth of the experience.
Yeah.
So standing in that truth of the experience, because we just had Darius Cook to come to Cincinnati, and people were so upset with him because he had somewhat bad reviews. But if you are a restaurant that takes good criticism or bad criticism, whatever it is, if you can take feedback to the point that you can improve,
yeah,
then maybe listen to what he said. Because if you're telling him that, oh, we'll get you right in, and I understand why he left, because he doesn't want any preferential treatment whatsoever. So, and I can't defend anybody else, because people that I know that live in Atlanta, that is from Atlanta, they are up in arms. Some people agreed with him with some of the places that he went to. So I think that if you take your emotions out of it and listen to him with a grain of salt and understanding where he was coming from, you can kind of take it and be like, okay, so we did mess up. He kind of got us. He got us.
Yeah.
And move forward with
but my thing is that if you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. You know what I'm saying? And so for me, it's like, your restaurant should always be in a space where they're treating everyone equally, number one, and number two, they should be operating at a high level, especially with your background and especially with who you are. The Old Lady Gang is restaurant is always going to be attached to Candy. So anything that happens there, they're going to blame it on Candy, or they're going to look at Candy, and they don't look at Todd. They don't look at what he's doing. They look at Candy, and it's going to affect her. So I don't know.
Look at the famous person. I mean, in her sense, because talking about Todd ain't gonna bring the likes, views, clicks, or anything, but talking about Candy gonna give everybody a platform to be able to say something negative or bad. And some people may just wanted to say something negative or bad,
Yeah. Well, good luck, chat. We'll see how it goes. We'll keep you guys posted if any more comes up with from this particular story. All right, y'all. The U.S. Baton Rouge police officer arrested in deadly crash, allegedly ran red light at 80 miles per hour. What? Take a look.
Today now, a Baton Rouge police officer has been arrested following a deadly crash on Government Street back on October 20th. Here's lead investigator Scotty Hunter with new details tonight. Scotty.
Baton Rouge police officer Tremaine Buckley has been arrested and is placed on leave after crashing into a man and killing him along Government Street. The crash happened while the officer was responding to a shootout that broke out between officers and suspects on Friday, October 20th. According to arrest records, the officer was going about 79 miles per hour when she allegedly ran a red light and slammed into a car being driven by Caleb Chapetta. Chapetta died there at the scene. The crash created a chain reaction crash involving 6 other cars. The officer is facing a number of charges in this, including negligent homicide.
Oh my God.
Wow. And and it's something else, because you're having more of these situations where officers are being caught in these situations where they're hitting people and killing them. And if you're going through an intersection just by the picture that I'm looking at 80 miles an hour, you were so wrong, because you're supposed to slow down in the intersection, giving people time to hear you, get out the way, and everything else. And if you went through that intersection that quickly without the caution of just normal everyday driving skills,
It's
speaks
ridiculous.
volumes to, yeah, that's
It-
ridiculous. You don't go through no intersection like that.
that's a mess. Like, there's no reason for that. And I think officers are getting highlighted only because of the backlash that has been going on with the law enforcement anyway.
Yeah.
So you just have to be on your P's and Q's when it comes to stuff like this. It's just not. It's not something you can just do. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. Absolutely. And then,
So
shout out to his family, and, my prayers are with that family, because that's a lot.
it's a lot. It's a lot. All right, let's go ahead and get into the next story here. Jason Aldean. So Jason Aldean says critics of Try That in a Small Town were not looking hard enough in the video. Jason Aldean once again defended his controversial music video for Try That in a Small Town after critics deemed it pro-lynching and accused the country music star of trying to incite violence. Critics took issue with some of the lyrics and were notably upset that the video included scenes of a Tennessee courthouse where a black teenager was lynched in 1927 after he was accused of assaulting a white 16-year-old girl. Quote, how there were people of color, how there were people of all color doing stuff in the video. That's what I don't understand, end quote, Aldean said in an interview with CBS Mornings. There was white people in there. There were black people. I mean, this video did not shine light on one specific group and say that's the problem. And anybody that saw that in the video, then you weren't looking hard enough in the video. That's all. Okay, girl.
Well, ain't
You
that
go
the
first.
look, ain't that the song they used for the whole Montgomery
I mean, really, girl. But the problem with this is that this is what we're talking about when it comes to white privilege and how you're looking at things from a lens that is not yours. When people are telling you that they have an issue with something, or they're feeling something, or they're hurt by something, and a group of people is telling you that, you have to sit back and listen and say, oh, not from your perspective, but potentially look from their perspective and see what's going on with them. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he just doesn't care. Either he doesn't care, or he just is trying to downplay and gaslight the black community. It doesn't matter that there was other people in there. We're not talking about that. We're talking about the fact that there was imagery in there that was basically pro-lynching and racist, or can be interpreted as racist. And you're not hearing that.
And it's so crazy because that, like you said, the white fragility and the privilege of life it makes it where there's no common sense.
Yeah.
And so common sense would say, yeah, I might have been, so let me change this up, or get it out of the way. Let me take it down, But then also I'm kind of, I'm one of them people, show us what you really feel, so I know how to handle it.
For sure. Let us know, let us know what's going on so we can, move accordingly. But girl, don't. What my issue is that, okay, if you I would have just rather you not even respond to us. Like, I don't know. I didn't see what these people are seeing.
Right.
This is just where, how I feel about it. And I'm sorry that I hurt somebody else or hurt other people based off of that. That's all you have to say, girl. But you double down on what you said.
Yeah, because that response is guilt too. That little bit of that response is, now I feel a little guilty of what I said. But once we get so far out on that lens, on that branch, We get too far out on that branch, and we got to stand on it.
Right.
And even though the branch is breaking,
It's
we
breaking,
still got to
girl.
stand on it.
Michaela says, he was trying to basically say that it's okay for him to do that and not care that he did it. Exactly. Kevin says no accountability whatsoever. Absolutely.
Right.
Well, good luck, girl. We'll see how things work out for you if they do. All right, moving on. He gives me gas. He is so irritated. This is Donald Trump Jr. For those who don't know, just watch what's going on with him. Oh my God.
Well, today, Donald Trump Jr. will take the stand at his father's New York fraud trial. The former president, his two oldest sons, and the Trump Organization are accused of inflating the values of their properties to obtain financing and tax benefits. They deny any wrongdoing. So for more on this, I want to bring in Seth Barons-Flag. He is a defense and compliance attorney. Nice to meet you. Okay, let's talk about this. What are prosecutors expected to ask Donald Trump Jr. today?
Well, in this case, the Attorney General is attempting to throw a dagger into the heart of the Trump brand, namely the New York Business Organization. And what they're trying to do today is using Donald Trump Jr. as one of the most powerful weapons in their toolbox to accomplish that purpose. Contrary to this witness's positions that he stated in his deposition in the case, he is very personally involved in the case. He is one of the senior most officers in the case. And what the prosecution will show, I believe, is that he was very key. He was involved. He's an owner. He's a senior officer. As he admitted in his deposition, he was involved in signing off on key accounting documents. As you know, this is a case where accounting is key. And they're going to assert that basically the organization treated the assets like a fraudulent balloon where they could inflate or deflate in a manner that would serve their financial purposes.
So Donald Trump Jr., he's both a defendant and a witness. Does that make him, based on my many episodes of Matlock that I've watched, does that make him a hostile witness?
Yes, you're right. And he's absolutely a hostile witness. And what he'll also try to do is, and this is where he tried to play this game in the deposition, is to say, look, I really don't know a lot. I didn't really prepare these financial statements. I really wasn't there on the day-to-day. He's going to kind of try to play himself off in a somewhat hostile way as really just sitting in the back of the bleachers. That's not going to work. As Alan Weisselberg testified in his deposition and in this case, particularly in 2016 forward, when the president and Ivanka went to the White House, Donald Jr. became even more centrally involved, even more read in, even more centrally critical in terms of signing off on the accounting documents. So these statements to the tax authorities and the banks and the insurance companies, they don't go without his signature, especially during that particular time frame.
Ooh, child. What is... So they said you knew about it, girl. That's what they said.
That's literally what. Look, you put your John Hancock in cursive because you old enough, in cursive on everything that literally just went on, and he is a hostile witness. Like he make me sick. Anything to say Trump make me sick.
I mean, really though, it's really irritating. But
because there is nothing that they do that has intention other than to benefit them. Like there is nothing. Everything has an ulterior motive and an agenda.
Yes. Everything is constantly, and it's really gross actually at this point. It's like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
I need y'all to go. Welcome to Walmart. Go get a job. Something. Y'all need to the money privilege and down the line has been where you literally do not have a concept of reality, that you think you can do these things. And then when held to the fire and held accountable, now all of a sudden it's everybody else's fault, or I can't they can't do anything to me. And it's just that whole name that need to be taken out the dictionary. It need to be taken out of English language. That word Trump, I just can't stand it. These Trump and the Trumpettes, I can't.
Hey Joy, thank you for joining. I can't either. I'm just Michaela said every time I see anybody.
And you know this crazy.
I totally identify with Michaela.
You know what? Because let me tell you, this is the bad part about that name because I was in the Philippines for a month. And I've told you that story. I
Mhm,
was in the Philippines for a month, stayed there for a month,
mhm,
got to get this great culture. But every time I went back to my hotel, I had to look at that Trump building every night. Oh my God. It
mhm,
got to the point that when the lights came on outside, I would close my blinds just so I don't have to see the building.
mm, 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 mm. The trumpets. Y'all are hilarious. I
Yeah,
want
the
to get him off the screen.
trumpets.
He is a mess. But yeah, I definitely, and I started. I was talking to one of my political friends the other day, and they were sending me information on what's been going on with the Georgia case. That RICO case is going to get him. I thought he was going to get away with it in the beginning. Then I thought, like, okay, he's going to lose the case, but he's not going to go to jail. There's a firm possibility, a big possibility that he's going to go to jail.
I
There is.
hope so.
But
I hate
here's
to
the
say it.
thing: what's going to happen if he goes to jail and then he gets nominated or he becomes president? He becomes president-elect.
Well, so what he's trying to do is he wants them to postpone everything
Mm-hmm,
so that he can become president and then he can pardon himself. But in actuality, because you had and this is just, I'm not completely in the political world, I'm not a lawyer,
mm-hmm.
but I feel like this. If you have felony charges on you, how is it that you can even I can't have a felony and go to Walmart? I don't understand. How you gonna
Well,
be the
there's
president?
nothing in the Constitution, or at this point, to my knowledge, there's nothing in the Constitution that prohibits someone who is a criminal or has criminal charges from being nominated as president, and for running as president, rather, not nominated, but running as president. I don't know. This is a mess, child.
I like for real, like most companies won't
Right,
even
LT.
hire you if you have a felony charge and or pending charge or conviction. Yet this man got enough of them that it could go around my butt, and I got a big butt.
Hold on. Can you run for president if you are? Hold on. Run for president if you have a felony. Um, they must be at least 35 years old, be natural born citizens, and have lived in the United States for at least 14 years. There are no limitations based on character or criminal record. While some states prohibit felons from running for state and local office, these laws do not apply to federal offices. So yeah, there's no law that stops somebody from, even if you have a felony, to go to get to become president or to run for president. Let's see. Dr. Holt says Colorado is starting proceedings to keep him off the ballot, from what I read, and if they are successful, others will follow suit. We'll see. I heard about that, but I feel like they have precedent off of that, because they Marjorie Taylor, they tried to do that with Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I think she found a loophole. But we'll see. I don't know if it's going to apply, if that applies to just kind of the House, or if it's different for a presidency. So we'll see. I don't know. But I need to get him off my screen. He's making me nauseous.
Look here, the way I see it, at the end of the day, if this man can apply for the job of president with a felony and all these charges, every company in the United States need to let these folks that has felonies and past discretions get an
Yes.
actual job.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's get to the final story. Iran's supreme leader called on Muslim countries to cut off exports of food and oil to Israel. Iranian state media reported today. Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing his name, met with a group of students in Tehran for National Student Day and told them that Israel was in a, quote, state of shock and desperation. The IRNA news agency reported. What Islamic governments must insist on is the immediate cessation of crimes in Gaza. He said, according to IRNA, quote, they must immediately stop the Israeli bombing of Gaza and block the export of oil and food to the Zionist regime. Now, I think this is going to, and he's telling Muslim countries, which are the surrounding countries around, to do that. I think that's very, very, that's not good. That's not good. I don't know how to say it.
A lot of this stuff is becoming very inhumane.
Mm-hmm.
And it's wrong, on both, Hamas should not have attacked. Let's start there. They shouldn't have attacked. Israel is uh throwing bombs over there like you tossing water. It's just like, sprinkling a little water. A lot of lives are being lost in this process, but it's being so inhumane to people that technically don't have anything, and I hate to say it this way, anything to do with it. These babies that are dying, and these children and these men and these women that just want to go to work and live life are caught in the middle of all of this,
Yeah.
and it's becoming inhumane. You start cutting off water supply. They already doing it to Gaza. So no water, medical supplies, no generators, because you can't run a generator without gas. You
Mhm.
don't have electricity, and these people are dying. I
Mhm.
mean, and we sit comfortably at home, but we're seeing this, and we're only seeing what they're allowing us to see. So if we're seeing bad things for what we're allowed to see, it's 10 times worse on the ground, boots on the
Mhm.
ground with this.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
It's I'm not going to comment too much on the war because I know, like, it's a very sensitive, complicated issue for some people. But I will
Yes.
say this: I do think that, like I said before, and Pyro's media statement is what it is at this point. Pray for the people in the middle, the people who have nothing to do with Hamas, people who have nothing to do with the extremists of the Israeli government. Pray for the people in the middle, people who were attacked, the Jewish people who were attacked, the
Yes.
Palestinians who are suffering. It's just pray for them. Have a good
Yep.
one, Dr. Ho. We're getting ready to head
Bye,
out anyway,
Dr.
so you be
Ho.
good.
Yeah,
Um,
that whole region, because it's a lot going on
mhm.
in that whole long space of
Yeah,
everything in the surrounding countries, and just looking at a map of it all, it's a lot going on, and
it's
I
a
do pray
lot.
for them.
It's a lot. So yeah, so we're gonna keep them in prayer. That's all we can do. And just kind of make sure that we get our own house cleaned up because we have a lot going on our end. So there's that.
Baby, baby.
Whew. All right, y'all. We love you guys. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks to Ramona for jumping on in. We appreciate you, Queen. And also make sure that you tune in on Friday for Pyro Power Hour to close out the week. Happy November to everybody. Everybody.
Yes.
Hello, November 1st. We're 2 months away from closing out 2023. Can you believe that? It's
It's
crazy.
the first of the
Insane. It's
month.
the first of the month. Gotta pay the rent.
Yes, look here, and for everyone in affirmation world, may you finish out your fourth quarter in
Mhm.
abundance.
Yes.
May you finish your fourth quarter in abundance. Ever how that might look for you, may you finish it in abundance.
Indeed, indeed. All right, y'all. We love you guys. Stay blessed. Stay tuned in for all things Pyro Media. Make sure you check out the other shows today. We have the Darren Walter Show, and do we have? I think I think there's a show for it might be a rerun. I could be wrong. She is phenomenal. But either way, definitely check it out. We love you guys. Make sure you guys text Blaze to BLAZE to 833-793-2423 to get notifications if you're not getting them from YouTube or Twitch. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And don't forget to check out our sister radio station, Bullet and Flight Radio, who is a nonprofit 501c3, official 501c3. You can go ahead and donate to them. You can go ahead and hit them up on Cash App at Bullet and Flight Radio or PayPal.me/Bullet and Flight Pros. That's PROS as in productions. Shout out to Bullet and Flight Radio. All right, y'all. We love you guys. Ramona,
Love you.
thank you for all that you do. We love you. And
Love you
we'll see you
too.
guys on the next one. Don't forget, today is a great day to have a great day. So create one. Peace out, y'all.